안녕하십니까, 니콜라스입니다. And today I want to show you how you can secure your API keys for free in less than 5 minutes. When we build a project and we use a third-party API, most of the time they give us an API key so we can use their services. The thing is that if you don't have a server and you are building a web application or a mobile application, you might end up putting those API keys on the code that is going to go to the browser or to the phone of the user. Which means that someone with a little bit of technical skills can inspect your code or look at the network calls and extract your API keys. The only place where your API keys will be protected is on your server. But making and managing a server just to protect a couple of API keys is a lot of effort. Enter Cloudflare Workers. Cloudflare Workers is the easiest and fastest way I found of deploying code to the cloud. All we have to do is write a JavaScript or TypeScript function, run one command, and boom! The code will be deployed on Cloudflare's network and we will get a URL to run it. Even though it might look like it, this video isn't sponsored by Cloudflare. I just really like their Workers product and it has become my go-to service when I need to build an API or run some code on the cloud. They actually have other cool products like R2 for cheap file storage, D1, a serverless SQL database, cronjobs, a key value database, and more. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to make tutorials about those products as well. For now, let's get started protecting our keys with Cloudflare Workers. Keep in mind that Cloudflare Workers is free. You get 100,000 requests per day at no cost, and after that you will pay 15 cents per million requests. After creating a Cloudflare account in your console, you will run npm install -g wrangler. After that, from your console, you will run wrangler login, which will log in our console with Cloudflare. After that, we are gonna run wrangler init keys-y to create a keys folder. After we open the keys folder, we will find a Node.js project with an index.ts file that contains the code of our function. All this code does for now is to say hello world when somebody goes to the URL. To test it, just run wrangler dev on the console and you will get a URL that you can open in your browser where you will see hello world. So now let's pretend that we are building an app that is using the movie database API and that is the API key we want to protect. What we want to do is we want to mirror the same structure of the movie database API, which means that we will still be able to read the API documentation, but instead of sending requests directly to the movie database API, we are going to send them to our worker, and our worker will forward the request plus the API key. To know to which path the user is going, we will extract the path name of the URL as well as the search parameter. So if you have a request like this one, the path name is going to be /movie/popular and the search params will be the page equals to. What we want to do next is to relay the path name and the search parameters to the actual the movie database API plus our API key. Next step is to actually fetch that URL we just created and get the JSON out of the response. And to finish up, we're going to take that JSON, we will stringify it and send it in our response as JSON. And now we can go to /movie/popular in our browser and that request will be forwarded to the movie database API's server. And we will get the resulting data without having to reveal our API key. To enable fetch to that API from our browser, we need to enable CORS, which we can do just by sending the correct headers. Now all we have to do is run wrangler publish in our console, and after waiting for a bit, we will get the URL where our worker will live. And that's it! We can now use that URL, which in my case is keys.nomadcolors.workers.dev in our websites and apps. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments what do you think about Cloudflare Workers. And let me know if you would like to see more videos about other cloud products. And don't forget that if you want to learn things like JavaScript, Python, React, React Native, Go, Dart, Flutter, among many others for absolutely free, all you have to do is click the link below to join any of our many free courses that you can take right now for absolutely free with me. Click on the link below and I will see you there. 오늘도 감사하고 사랑하고 다음에 봐요. See you on the next one. Bye bye.